Hey there everybody, I'm Nate, and this is Peachdomino Papercraft. Welcome back. It's been a long time, but I'm back, and I'm going to try to continue to be back and do things as long as my health permits. For a little while I was in the hospital, and I had to have some teeth pulled, so it might sound a little funny to those of you that have been here a while. And if you've been here for a while, welcome back. How you doing? And if this is your first visit, welcome. How you doing? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the little notification bell so you get alerted anytime I make a new video. Today I'm doing commission work. I got somebody wants a journal, and it's going to be rather basic. It's not going to be fancy and fully decorated, but it's going to be a good journal, and 2 signatures, and our themes are green, cottagecore type of vibes, Halloweenish, whatever. So here is the pages I picked out. I did 15 pages per signature, and this is one of the pages. It's a file folder with the top cut off, and this is a hanging file folder, and all I did is remove the pieces that hold the bars in place. We have this background letter piece. I'm sorry, I can't remember who that's from. And this, I also cannot remember who that's from. And if you look very close, you'll notice my printer was starting to go out. It has little lines on it, but that's okay. We fixed the printer, and we're still going to use this. This is a German dictionary page that was sent to me by a friend. We're going to use that. This is part of the Celtic Journal, I believe, from Ginger Journals. I'll put a link down below to this kit and to their Etsy. This is just a thick piece of paper. I can't remember what type. There's a pattern paper in green. I'll do something with the back of it, totally so. Coloring book page that I thought kind of fit the theme. I don't know what we're going to do on the back, but we'll figure that out. Some coffee, there's lots of coffee dyed paper in here. She wanted to make sure there was plenty of room to write. I've got this background page, some more coffee paper. This piece of heavy cardstock. This is a music tab journal. This is a background from printablepaper.net. I will leave a link down below. Sorry about the shadows. Let me see if I can fix that. Nope, can't. Got too close to the phone. That's what that is. This is a picture I found somewhere that I thought was really cool. DeviantArt, I believe. More coffee dyed paper. This is some old printer paper, the type that you have to pull the sides off of. Some vellum graph paper. This is an envelope we're going to do something with, not really sure what. Some coffee paper, some brown paper, some elementary school manuscript paper. This is a piece of our local newspaper. More coffee paper. I don't know where I got this from. I'm sorry. Oh yes, I do. It's a Wizard of Oz kit and petals and parchment, I believe. I'll look and make sure. If I'm wrong about that, I will definitely put the correction down below in the description box. I don't know where this came from. This is just a piece of calligraphy paper, Japanese calligraphy paper. It's rough on this side so you can write, but it's smooth and shiny on this side to hold the ink into the paper. Here's that background again, a couple times, on some more of these pages that, again, I can't remember where they're from. They're not from the Celtic Journal, I can tell you that. And this is just a card that I decided to use as a page. So let's figure out what we're going to do with some of this. Like these, we're going to leave these as is for now. So we're going to cut those edges off. This, I'm going to leave this part mostly, but this needs some work. Hang on, let me see what I can find. Okay, so I've got a few options here, and they're upside down. Let's fix that. We have some mushroom pages. I might cut out some of these mushrooms and use, but I think most likely what we're going to do is we're going to go with this right here for background. We'll start there, and then I've got these stacked pockets I might use. Here's a little mini folio that looks really cute. An envelope and just some more background papers. I don't think we're going to use this one today. What about in this particular one? Not that one. And not this pocket. This goes to a different kit that I'm going to be working on. So we're going to use this. Let me grab my cutter. We're going to get the edges off. And just line that up. Cut it out. I got too many things on my desk at the moment. I have to clean that up here in a minute. I'm not going to take y'all on that journey. That's going to take a while, and y'all don't want to see that. I might show y'all the finished product, though, over on my Facebook page. Okay, this is what we've got. And I don't want to leave it like this, but well, I might leave it like this. No, because I want it to look kind of grungy. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take just a regular ruler and go like that. And you'll notice I angled it. I did that on purpose. Again, trying to look grungy. I don't know if it's working, but we're trying. And I'm not being slow about it because I don't want perfect edges. And you'll notice also when you pull up on the outside piece, that leaves you with the white parts here on the inside piece. So if you don't want those white parts, don't do it this way. Do it the other way. If you don't want the white part, then what you're going to do is you're going to hold it like this and rip, but I do want the white part. So I don't know why, because I'm going to put ink on it. Why are you doing this to me today? Of all days. Rip it up. Okay, so it definitely looks grungy now. And I want it to stay like that. We'll just fold it over like so. So that's how we're going to do it. And then we're going to find our glue somewhere in the desk. I'm using just Eileen's tacky glue. Eileen's. I always call it Eileen's. I don't know why. And I'm just putting it over the whole page because I don't want a pocket here. Fold it back down. Take our bone folder, which tried to disappear on us, but we're not going to let it, are we? No. Okay. Open this side. You see we've got a gap right there, so when we glue it together, it's going to not open all the way. So what I want to do is instead fold it again to where it has no gap, but you don't want it either to have too much space, or else it'll create a little pocket when you open it up, and I don't care for that either. So we're just going to do that. See, there's very little gap there. Use our bone folder. Scoof it out. These are technical terms like scoof. You know. Scoof, thingamajiggy, whatnot. You get the idea. We make up words on this channel, and we like it. Or if you don't like it, don't use them. You don't have to use my words. You don't have to use my ideas. You can just watch if you like. Make sure it doesn't stick to itself, which it is, and that's okay. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. It wasn't folded quite properly. So, you know what we're going to do? Instead, we're going to go ahead and open it, and then cut that like that, so that it lays flat. Because again, grungy. See? Grungy look. Let me show you a little closer. Okay, so here's our background. This is what we're working with. Let's figure out what else we're going to put. We're not going to put these trees, I'm telling you that. These would look weird on that. We're not doing that. We're going to set that aside. We might use it on a different page. We could take a piece of this and put it like that across this corner. I don't like using this bottle because it spits out a lot of glue, and then you get too much glue all over everything. But I was away last week and I took my little bottle with me, and I put it up here somewhere and have not found it yet. If you could see my desk right now, you'd understand. And I want this, even though it needs to be grungy, I'm just going to clip this like that because I want the grungy part to stay on the inside. Whee! Glue fell over. Let's see what else we can do. I want to use a mushroom. If there's something for. So let's skip our mushroom pages. What do we like? I like this one, kind of. These are not quite right. I like this one. So let's do this one. I'm gonna do this one, and I'm just gonna and then we're gonna fussy cut right around here and keep this cap from this mushroom. Doesn't have to be perfect. I don't like lots of extra bits when I'm cutting, so I try to just scoof them off of there. Yes, scoof has a million different meanings. It's one of those words. I'm not going to worry about the fussy cut right there on the stem. Just going to cut it straight up and around this way and around this way. And remember, we're trying to leave lots of room for writing. We don't want too much extra, is what she said. She wants some extra, but not necessarily too much. Lots of room for writing. So that's what we're going to do. A little more. Okay, and down this side of the stem. And this I just printed on regular copy paper. Not everything has to be on cardstock. I have to remind myself of that sometimes. We're going to take all this scraps, we're going to put it over there. We might use it again later. We're going to put this mushroom here. Yeah, like that. So, get our massively too large glue bottle. Try not to put too much glue. But get it to the edges. I hope you can hear all the words I'm saying. Some of them get very low when I speak, and I try not to do that when I'm videoing. It's hard for me sometimes, but that's okay. Get it sorted out. And this is going to be a multi-part video, or multi-part series, I mean. Because if I did all the things I'm going to do to this notebook in one, it would take hours. We're not doing that. I'm not as fast as some people when it comes to journal making, and that's okay. You don't have to be super fast and get it all done in an hour. I mean, you can. Where'd my bone folder go? And there's videos all over the place showing you how to make a junk journal in an hour or two. I haven't tried any of those. I've saved them so I can watch them later, but I'm slow. I'm not precise, but I'm slow. Okay, that's all we're gonna do to this one. I might put a writing spot here, actually. And by that, I mean this box right here. It says writing spots. Which is nothing but cut up pieces of white paper, or, you know, just lined paper, or this cool little note that I got. You can't see it, but it says message. It's very faint. No, I don't want to put this on there. My dog just left the room, and my other dog is barking, so it's going to get very, very loud. I like this one for it. I like this writing spot. So we're going to cut it out across here, across here. Oh good, my dog's back. Now I just gotta teach him how to shut the door. Haha. I laugh at my own jokes, even if they're not funny. Alright, get our scraps out of the way. We probably won't save these because they're mostly just white pieces of paper, which is fine, but I don't necessarily care for that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna fold it like this. And I'm doing that because I want her to be able to lift this up, and that way there is more space for writing if she'd like. I mean, you'd have to have a different color, but that's okay. See how it's not straight? That's okay. Okay, we got that in. And ta-da! I may change that later and put something underneath there. Okay, let's do something with this plain back page here. I think this is where I'm going to put these stack pockets. Get the writing spot box out of the way. I make a mess when I craft, which is horrible for my desk. Good for me, horrible for the desk. Okay. And no, I don't know where to cut them, I just cut them. I line them up as best I can, especially on that first cut, because you can't always see the other side. And then you just cut down all the straight lines. And if you've never done a stacked pocket, this is what they end up looking like, with the long one, the middle one, and the short one. And they just stack on top of each other. And we are going to turn them into 4 pockets instead of 3. I'll show you how. And you may already have guessed how. That's okay too. This is not necessarily a tutorial. This is more of a working log, so that everyone, those who are making journals, those who want to make journals, and my clients know roughly how long it takes and what goes into making a junk journal. Not everybody understands. Some people think, oh, that's just slap it together. Yeah, kinda, but there's thought behind it, and there's process and work to be done. Yep. Okay. I think I want to do a spritz on the back of this before I put the pockets on to kind of give it some flavor. I've got, what is this one? Hickory smoke. So it reminds me of something. Walnut stain. Oh, there goes the printer finally. Let's see what else. What is this one? Vintage photo. That's a good one. And it's always purple. We're not doing purple. Purple. We're not doing purple. Blue. I don't want to do blue because remember these are my colors. Brown. I'm gonna set it over here. Actually, I might do this blue, which is almost green. Let's see what else we got. Not that blue. Here's another blue. It's almost green. Yellows. Dirty purple. Oh, here's a good green. Because I kind of want it to, the background to stand out. Now, first of all, we get all of our work out of the way. Trust me. Just trust me. Get it all out of the way. Everything. Unless you want it sprayed, you're going to get it out of the way. And that includes all the stuff that's already on your desk. Unless you want it sprayed, you're going to get it out of the way. Now, how do I protect the desk? Well, I've got a bunch of these envelopes. And these are just for my personal use only. They're not for mailing. So, we are going to protect the desk with a bunch of these envelopes. I say a bunch, but we're only using 4. Which is not going to protect everything on the desk, just so you know. I'm telling you. If you want to protect the desk, get a drop cloth. That's really all that's going to help. But this will do the majority of the overspray. We're going to use this neon looking green. And we're going to shake it up. These bottles don't always work right. Okay, they have a very narrow opening. Sometimes they get clogged because this is just acrylic paint and water. And if you'd like, I will show you kind of the ratios I use. But we're just going to spritz it from the top. And look, it's already all over me. I think because of the colors that are used, we're going to use this orange. My pockets ran away, by the way. There's a couple of them. Here they are. There's the 3 pockets. So, because of these colors, we're going to use the orange to kind of bring out the mid-lights. Sorry for the focusing issues. I don't know what's going on with my camera today. Shake it up. Sing Katy Perry if you need. Shake it up. See? There it goes. And of course they're brown pockets, so I'm going to use walnut stain. There's a ball inside these, and there's a ball inside these too. You just can't hear it. There's mine's a BB. I don't silver BB. Well, I guess they're not silver. Whatever. It's not the copper BBs. I don't know what they use. There's pieces that are made specifically to put in these bottles, but I just go down to Walmart and buy 1 package of the BBs, and that'll last you forever. There's hundreds of them in there. Let's do a little hickory smoke too. Just a little. Oh, hickory stump. That's what's in my mind. I'm trying to figure out where I could recognize hickory smoke from, but I'm thinking hickory stump. Which is Devil Went Down to Georgia, if you don't know why I'm thinking of that. See? For the overspray, you can see it now. we'll just clean these up. And can you see that? Let me... Well, there's a little right there, but yeah, overspray gets everywhere. Doesn't matter where you point it. Yes, I know some of those I pointed in the wrong direction, but it really doesn't matter where you point it. It's gonna go everywhere. Okay, so let's get our pockets back, and we're going to make this 4 pockets. Get our glue, and we're just gonna go here. Right in there. Bone folder time. It's okay. It'll spread some, and it's okay. It dries clear. It's fine. If you don't like it, there are glue erasers, glue residue erasers. They sell them at Dollar Tree. Put this pocket on, and you just line up the bottoms and stacked pockets. And you can make stacked pockets on your own very easily too. These, I believe, are from the paper B, which is now being sold by Lottie's Magic Attic. I will try to link to the kit that this is. I don't know if it's ready to be sold or not. If not, I'll link to it later. And ta-da! 4 stacked pockets. Here, here, here. No, 3 stacked pockets. I was wrong. Don't come for me. We're gonna let this dry. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the front of that, so we're just gonna let this dry. We're gonna set it off in the processing area, and yes, I'm being very loud because I'm pointed away from the camera. Let's see what else we got here. Not these. Those are part of the extra. Now we're not gonna do much to these or this. We might put some writing spots on this. These have to be cut down, but these are going to stay basically like they are. This might get a writing spot right here. This is boring. I don't like it. We're going to do something with it. Leave the coffee pages. Leave that. Leave that. Leave that. We're going to do something with that. Ah! Earthquake. Leave that. We might do something with that. Like that. This is good like it is. And like I said, she doesn't want a whole lot of extra stuff done. We're not doing a whole lot of extra stuff, but I hate having just plain pages in my journals. I know, not everybody's like me, but I don't care. I do care. Don't take that wrong. That was just my offhanded stupidness. Ah! Everything fell on the floor. Let's work on this envelope. What are we going to do with this envelope, y'all? I mean, we did some spraying. We could do some spraying to it, but I think we just did some, so I'm not sure that's what we want to do. I could get some green paint, or any color paint, really. And start with that. Find my paintbrushes. I'll be right back. I forgot to turn you back on. We're going to paint us a masterpiece. We've got some brushes. We've got our envelope, which we are going to put like this. And we're doing this part here. So take another envelope and stick it there so I don't get it on the inside. Shake up our paint. Apple Barrel Marsh Green. I wanted a dark undercoat because I don't know what we're gonna do. Apparently we're just gonna drip. It's very wet. I didn't shake it enough maybe. And I'm just gonna brush it on. Doesn't have to be perfect. Ooh, there's a goopy part. Doesn't have to be full coverage. Leave brush strokes. Doesn't matter. This is a junk journal, not a perfect journal. Let's get a little more paint right here, a little right here, and some down here. Remember, it's very wet. Shake your paints a lot. Don't be like me. You don't want super wet paint. Maybe you do, but sometimes it's very hard to handle when it's super wet like that. Not looking for even coverage or anything like that. Just see the streaks. Let's do streaky this way. Trying to. I think I've painted them all back over now. Well, then let's do this. I don't like that. I don't like that already. So paint over it. Okay. That's the fun of paint. Oh, there we go. Take our dry brush and we can get a few streaks in that way. And let's take a bigger dry brush. Oh, nope. That one's too soft. Okay, so we got this going on, right? This is our marsh green. And we probably got it all over the front too. That's okay. Yep. Ta-da. That's okay. We're gonna do something with the front anyway. So this is okay. I keep having to tell myself that. Let's pick another color. Do we do another green? Little lime. Nope, that one fell on the floor. Lime sherbet. A little lime sherbet. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to take our lime sherbet and we're going to pour some in the cap. Not a whole lot. And we're going to use this spouncer, apparently. Can you read that? It's not going to focus. Okay. It's a 3/4 inch spouncer. That's what it's called. And we're going to get some. We're not going to brush it off. And boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Just polka dot it on. Until you basically run out of paint. I put too much in here. Because now I got to pour it back in. This is why my caps are always glued on, by the way. It's just paint. We're going to use New Shamrock. And we're going to do that again. The lay some more there. Again, this time I'm going to remember I don't need a lot of paint. I yell at myself sometimes. Dog hair. I have dogs. There will be hair. I don't even have to let them in the room. There will be dog hair. Spook doot doot. Spook doot doot. That should be enough for that one. It's not. I don't want to do too much. And then just to kind of break it up a little bit, I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do Ocean Breeze. It looks very blue on camera though. I could do Vanilla Ice Cream with the ones. I'm looking at some of these. I have you can't tell it on there. I have the color on the top. Some of these I haven't got around to doing that, so I'm kind of looking to see what colors they are. Probably green. No, it's too dark. Yeah, we're gonna do Vanilla Ice Cream. Shake it up, and it's gonna mix with whatever greens on here. because we shook it up, I'm not even gonna, I'm just gonna do this. See? Green vanilla ice cream. It is kind of a different color though. Okay, that's all we're gonna do for that. I'm probably gonna put decorations on that later, but I'm not sure. Today we're just going through basic, quick stuff, and we're already at 35 minutes. So I'm gonna stop for here for right now. This is part 1. We're finished with it. Make sure you come back for part 2, and I will see y'all next time.